Yeah, hi. So, JS Models, before I get on to this, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's supporting on the channel and commenting, and all of those that have subscribed. I cannot believe how many people have subscribed. If you're into this sort of thing, then do, and you haven't subscribed, do check out my other videos. If they do interest you, then please, please do subscribe. It would be great. Anyway, on to this, which is JS Models. So it's their kit I'm going to read it, sorry, JSM33, the Canal Warehouse. Now I think this is going to look pretty good on my 3-rail. It's low relief. Looking at the kits, they do seem rather substantial. As I say, they're a little bit expensive. This is 30 quid, but it's a decent sized model. So yeah, let's take it over to the bench, let's see what's inside, and let's give it a build.
Right, let's take a look. So, as I say, JS Models. This is JSM33, the Canal Warehouse. It's double gauge. And the other thing to say is, when I bought this, I bought the two kits, and they put them in quite a nice tote bag as well, which was quite a nice touch. Anyway, let's slide this open, see what's inside. I mean, the first thing to say, how nicely presented it is. Very, very nicely presented. Let me slide the instructions out. We've got some plastic for glazing, which is great. I do like my plastic glazing. There's some, they look like roof tiles. And just looking through the instructions, got the main structure. Wow, look how good these instructions are. They're so well presented. Really great. And then talking you through all the details. Wonderful. Impressed already. Right, let's have a look at the parts and see what quality they are. Wrapped up nicely as well. Very, very good. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. Oh wow. I'm sorry, but this is so good. I I did a kit from a competitor recently, and I thought that they would be out of this sort of wood, but it was sort of strange material. But this is genuinely very robust, and look at the finish on it. It looks so good, so good. So yeah, let's make a start. So just sliding this off the sprue with complete ease. Beautiful. And then we've got a sheet of the windows. Right, let me pop this to one side because I'm going to follow the instructions on this, because already I've gone off on my own little tangent. So step 1, lay the inner front wall and inner end walls down as shown. So okay, so it says the kit comprises a main inner shell to which the decorative outer pieces are applied. It does say it recommends to use PVA or slow setting glue. As always, I'm going to use the super glue that I know and love. So it says take this piece and lay it face down. Let's remove this from the sprue. It's coming off beautifully, absolutely beautifully off the sprue. Put that to one side. Okay, and we're looking for the inner walls. So that will be these two. So again, I'll just remove those from the sprue. Actually, no, I don't think they're going to need any cleaning up at all where they're coming off of the... There's a couple of them that are a little bit proud. I'll trim those back in a second. Let me just go around these quickly with a knife. Which one nice and smooth. Okay. A couple of them actually that you trim back. That's all pretty good. Right, removing the windows, I'm just going to grab my cutting sheet for this and slide that underneath. So removing the windows from each of the three inner walls by cutting through the 4 small tabs. So step 2. Right, take it off 4 pieces, 2 spots in it. So this one. Glue it into the top of the front face. And the 2 roof crosses down here. Okay. Right, that's that one. Right, there we go. Got a bit of extra off. Let's put this side fixing. Okay, the glue, it falls out, the other 2 4 pieces of that spots in, glue in right, it falls in. It's nice the way the keyways are different so that you can get them in the right place. It's good. They fit beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Right, so that's going on. It does fit together beautifully, really does. Right. Yeah, lovely. Look how well that's gone together. Absolutely perfect. Perfect fitment. Really good, really good. So rather frustratingly, the last 10 minutes I didn't have the camera running, but you haven't missed much. So what the instructions say are to glue the 2 ends or the 2 sides onto the frame, and then when they're set, put the front on. Now was worried about getting these edges to line up, so I've actually tacked these in place now before gluing it onto the front. And I've just noticed that this side hasn't fully taken, so I'm just going to tack that back on and make sure that I've got a good Good solid joint all the way down the corner. Right, that seems to be attached, so what could go wrong? Let's slide it over and see what happens. Just going to do a dry fit to start with. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Right, let's glue that in place. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to put too much glue on in case there's a problem. Switch the sides. Right, I want to make sure I get this level with the base. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's superb, and look how robust it is. Really fantastic. Okay, the roof. Let's slide the roof on. So, we have got some markings on the roof, and I'm guessing what these are for the roofing tiles to line up on. So, make sure I get this round the right way. It seems to go that way round. Just do a dry fit. I'm sorry, but that's the way that fits in. Really, really good. Really precision. Well impressed. Right, let's try to put that back in now. Let's do it. Right, so let's put the windowsills in. They fit perfectly. Look how they fit in. Absolutely perfect. Right, let's just put a little bit of glue on some of these. This one. Wow, that does look good. Right, and at this point it says to paint the windows, so I'm just going to put the window in and see what it actually looks like, because I'm not sure that I do want to paint them. I don't think I do. I'm going to leave them as is on my model. So, right, we now need to glue the windows onto the plastic. And I have to say, getting a kit with plastic in it is quite nice. Do appreciate that. Right, let's put some glue on the back of these. Okay. Time for a coffee. Let's get these cut out. Right, I need to put the door in. And this is what it says is to glue it just a fraction inboard. So I'm going to try and do that. That'll do nicely. Let that set off. Okay. Okay, I can load the windows and load the door. So let's turn this over. How good does that look? Right. For this bit I am actually going to use a little bit of watered down PVA. So let's just put this on. Do the first few, I think, for first few rows. Make sure I don't get it running down the front. Okay, so what I think you do is you take the first strip and you line it up like so. And then we take the second strip and so on. Look at that. Does look very good. Well, I'll tell you what, it does look fantastic. I am very, very impressed. Really does look the part. Very imposing on the railway. But guess what I did? I didn't measure my railway, and as you can see, the lighting bit that I put around the top is not quite high enough for this building to fit. So I shall be looking for a slightly different home for this, which is a shame really, but yeah, I do these things. It's not unusual. Anyway, onto the build. So it went together like a dream. Now, a couple of things I will say. Yes, the windows were monotonous. It was quite repetitive, but they just quite simply went together and it fitted beautifully, and the finished kit looks fantastic. If I just pan in on the roof, the tiles, the way the tiles sit, it just looks really, really good. The brickwork looks wonderful. Window sills look great. Yeah, there was no real problems. It all went together very, very straightforward and very rewarding and enjoyable build. Now, it is big, it is quite imposing, but it really does look the part. And I think, you know, with the big windows in there, you know, you can put a fair bit of detail inside and get this looking really good. Now, there is an optional crane at the top that I didn't realise, so I need to look into putting something in there. And I guess the only downside, this is the only downside, I came in from the garage and I could smell burning. And I went all over the house trying to find out what was smelling of burning. And where I'd brought this into the dining room to put on the 3-rail layout that's still on the dining room table, much to my wife's disgust, it's actually this building where the wood has been cut with a laser cutter. Obviously, it's got quite a burning smell on it. It is dying down, but it has taken a couple of days. So yeah, that's the only drawback on the kit, is the fact that it does smell of burnt wood for a little while. But other than that, really pleased with it. It's quite an expensive kit, but it was really well presented in the box. You know, the instructions in there, really coherent, very detailed instructions for what is, you know, considerably quite a straightforward kit. You know, the instructions were very well detailed. Nicely wrapped in bubble wrap inside a cardboard box, and as I say, when I bought them at the show, there was also a sort of cloth bag that it was presented in. So the whole sort of builder owner experience starts from the point of purchase. Quite impressed, and yeah. So anyway, I hope that was of interest. I'm really pleased with this. I've still got the engine shed to build, so tune in for that one. I'll do that in a couple of weeks time and see how that gets on. But as for this, yeah, works really well. And now I need to work out how I'm going to modify my layout to fit this back against the scenic wall. Anyway, we'll leave this there. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.